What is CFC? Stands for Cash Flow Comparison. Today we're going to talk about that. It's a tool. Hi, I'm Todd. Welcome to Christian Capitalism and brought to you by Todd's Help. I'm the author of Todd's Help, Holistic Economic Life Planning. Today we're going to talk about a tool, a way to look at an investment and how it performs based on a certain criteria. You heard me in previous episodes talk about the 3 R's, rate of return, how fast money grows. The second one, which would be rate of taxes, how much you taxed on it. And the third one being the rate of withdrawal, how much you can safely take out of an investment and not fear running out of money. The thing I'm going to talk about is that tool, cash flow comparison. It's how you look at an asset versus another asset. And you see, you put the test to it. How much money can we draw out of it and not run out of money? And this may surprise you, but sometimes $714,000 is less than $320,000. In other words, $320,000 can do more than $714,000. What do I mean by that? Here's what I mean. If you use CFC, cash flow comparison, and you look at the first one, $714,000, that's if a 40-year-old accumulated money, he put in $6,000 a year and he got 10% in the stock market. By the time he's 65, he'd have a total of $714,000 rounded off, okay? And if he started drawing money out and he left his money in the stock market, he shouldn't take out more than 3% because the stock market goes up and down. And today, anywhere from 2.5% to 4% is called a safe money withdrawal. It gives you the chance of higher probability of not running out of money, no guarantee. So that would be $21,000. But then we've got to deal with the rate of taxes. Based on that, if his net effective tax was 20%, you'd be looking at about $17,000 of money that he could spend. And oh, by the way, if you add that up, along with half his Social Security check and other income, if it goes over a certain threshold, he'd have to pay anywhere from 50 to 85% of his Social Security would be subject to income tax because that's income. Why did I tell you that $320,000 is more than $714,000? Well, when you're looking at it through the eyes of CFC or cash flow comparison, if that $320,000 was in a Roth IRA that had grown in a safe, let's say a safe annuity over all those years, and it grew to $320,000 because it only earned 5%. But look at what happens. If he took a pension payment, if he annuitized that annuity, $320,000 as a 65-year-old, he'd take a guaranteed check for $19,000, rounded off, for as long as he lives, period. That's a pension. I know that's not a word you hear a lot of anymore today, but it used to be everybody had a pension. So it's also tax-free because it was in a Roth IRA. So $19,000 tax-free versus $17,000. And oh, by the way, since his money is in a Roth, it does not cause a tax on his Social Security. That's when less is more. It's just one thing that your team should know. I urge you to reach out, help@capitalplanningteam.com, and just have a talk with us about what direction. I'll refer you to the team that I personally trained over the years and see what direction that you would like to go. I'm also going to bring you back to a further episode. I talked about Christian capitalism and as it compares to socialism, okay? If you look at a picture, a beautiful art picture, you've never seen one before in your entire life, it's the first piece of art you've ever looked at, how would you know if it was a good picture at all? You wouldn't, because you have nothing to compare it to. And as I talked about Christian capitalism, and the beauty of what I said was, you know, where the need to succeed is more than greed. It's a higher calling. I didn't compare it to anything, and I'm going to correct myself. Today I'm going to tell you a little bit about the opposite effect. If you go into socialism, what socialism does is it diminishes the value of the individual, as opposed to what capitalism, it actually celebrates the value of the individual. There is no average man when it comes to capitalism. Socialism, all lives are the same. The average man, the individual, there's no one just like him. And in capitalism, we know that every single person needs an individual plan. He has individual dreams. His team needs to understand and learn his mission. When it comes to socialism, which evolves into authoritarianism, you would actually be having everybody going into the same retirement plan, and the government would decide how much you get to keep. So the point is, I'm going to do my best the years ahead to share with you all of the proactive things that we can do using Todd's H.E.L.P, Holistic Economic Life Planning, viewing the world through Christian capitalism and promoting it. We look forward to hearing from you. Reach out, subscribe, like, do all the things you do. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Christian capitalism is what you'll find it under. I look forward to hearing from you, and I'll leave you with always, partner with God. Ask Him to help you to discern and decide what your mission is, and then go get it. Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. God bless.